Welcome back to the audio bookshelf. We hope you enjoy the book, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons to get our latest content. Please enjoy What Confucius Didn't Get. Presented by Theo E. David from the audio bookshelf. Chapter 1: The Unwritten Lessons of Human Experience. Confucius, the renowned philosopher of ancient China, is celebrated for his timeless teachings on ethics, governance, and self-cultivation. His influence has transcended millennia, shaping not only Eastern thought but also global perspectives on morality and societal harmony. Yet, even a mind as brilliant as his could not encompass the full complexity of human experience. Confucius' Analects teach us the importance of filial piety, respect for tradition, and the pursuit of a virtuous life. But what about the nuances of creativity, the chaotic beauty of individual expression, and the unpredictable nature of modern life? These elements, often left unexplored in classical philosophy, represent the gaps in his otherwise profound legacy. Take the example of individuality. Confucianism emphasizes collective harmony, encouraging people to fit into societal roles and fulfill prescribed duties. This framework undoubtedly fosters social order, but it can sometimes suppress the creative spark that drives innovation and personal fulfillment. Individuality, as celebrated in the works of later thinkers like Nietzsche or Emerson, reminds us that the courage to stand apart is as vital as the wisdom to blend in. Moreover, Confucius taught the value of humility and respect for elders, but in a rapidly changing world, the younger generation often holds the key to progress. What happens when wisdom must flow in both directions? Intergenerational collaboration, a concept largely absent from Confucian texts, is essential in modern societies where technology evolves faster than traditions can adapt. Another limitation lies in his view of failure. Confucius advocated perseverance and the steady pursuit of goals, yet he seldom addressed the transformative power of failure itself. In today's world, failure is often the precursor to success. Entrepreneurs, inventors, and leaders frequently learn their most valuable lessons not from victory but from setbacks. Failure, when embraced as a teacher, can be more enlightening than success. To build upon what Confucius didn't fully capture, one must consider the importance of adaptability. The rigid structures and rituals he espoused might falter under the weight of constant change. Flexibility, a principle championed by later philosophies such as Taoism, provides a necessary counterbalance. The modern individual must learn when to uphold tradition and when to pivot toward innovation. What Confucius didn't get wasn't a flaw in his philosophy but rather a testament to the limits of any single worldview. His teachings form a foundation, but the construction of a meaningful life requires materials from a variety of sources, ancient and modern, East and West. In the chapters that follow, we'll explore these gaps in more depth, examining what Confucius didn't get and how we, in today's complex world, can learn not just from his wisdom but from his omissions as well. Chapter 2: The Paradox of Harmony. Harmony is a central theme in Confucian philosophy. It is the glue that binds society, fosters peace, and ensures the smooth functioning of relationships. However, the pursuit of harmony often brings with it a paradox. When taken to its extreme, it can stifle dissent, suppress innovation, and enforce conformity. Confucius' teachings emphasize the avoidance of conflict through mutual respect, adherence to rituals, and alignment with social norms. In his view, a harmonious society is one in which every person understands and fulfills their role. But what happens when harmony comes at the cost of truth? History has shown us that progress often emerges from disruption. Galileo's challenge to the geocentric model of the universe, civil rights movements that defied unjust laws, and the trailblazing efforts of innovators like Steve Jobs all disrupted the established harmony of their times. Without conflict, these advancements might never have occurred. The key lies in understanding that harmony and discord are not opposites but complements. True progress requires a delicate balance between the two. A harmonious society must allow room for constructive dissent, an avenue for questioning, debating, and improving the status quo. This is where Confucianism falls short. Its emphasis on preserving order often overlooks the importance of challenging it when necessary. Modern leadership offers a valuable lesson in this regard. The most effective leaders do not shy away from disagreement. They create environments where diverse perspectives can coexist. They encourage their teams to question assumptions, identify flaws, and propose alternative solutions. This process may create temporary discord, but it ultimately leads to stronger, more resilient outcomes. Furthermore, personal harmony can also be a double-edged sword. Confucius taught the importance of inner peace through self-discipline and moral rectitude. While these qualities are undeniably valuable, they may sometimes lead individuals to avoid necessary risks or uncomfortable truths. Personal growth often requires stepping outside of one's comfort zone, facing fears, and embracing uncertainty. In today's world, the pursuit of harmony must be redefined. It is not about the absence of conflict, but the presence of meaningful engagement. It is not about suppressing dissent, but channeling it constructively. Harmony, when reimagined, becomes a dynamic process, a balance between stability and change, between tradition and innovation. Chapter 3: The Untapped Potential of Emotion. Confucian teachings place a high value on rationality, discipline, and the regulation of emotions. The ideal individual in Confucian thought is one who maintains composure, acts thoughtfully, and avoids impulsive behavior. While these traits are undoubtedly admirable, they can sometimes overshadow the profound potential of emotion as a driver of action and change. Emotion, when harnessed effectively, can inspire movements, foster connections, and ignite creativity. Think of the passionate speeches of leaders like Martin Luther King Jr., the emotionally charged art of Van Gogh, or the heartfelt activism of individuals fighting for justice. These examples demonstrate that emotion is not merely something to be controlled, it is a powerful force that can shape the world. Modern psychology underscores the importance of emotional intelligence. Unlike traditional intelligence, which focuses on logic and problem-solving, emotional intelligence involves understanding and managing one's emotions and those of others. It is the foundation of empathy, communication, and relationship building, all critical skills in both personal and professional contexts. Confucius' teachings on emotion were primarily cautionary. He warned against letting anger cloud judgment, allowing desire to lead one astray, or succumbing to despair. While these warnings are valid, they fail to recognize the positive aspects of emotion. Anger, for instance, can fuel the fight against injustice. Desire can drive ambition and innovation. Even despair, when confronted and overcome, can lead to profound personal growth. In today's world, we must move beyond the simplistic view of emotion as something to be suppressed. Instead, we must learn to embrace it, channel it, and use it as a tool for transformation. This requires a new kind of education, one that teaches not only the regulation of emotion but also its expression. It involves cultivating self-awareness, practicing empathy, and recognizing the role of emotion in decision-making. Emotion is not the antithesis of reason. It is its partner. Together, they form the foundation of human experience, enabling us to think deeply, feel profoundly, and act meaningfully. What Confucius didn't get is that emotion is not a weakness to be managed but a strength to be leveraged. Chapter 4: The Role of the Unpredictable. Confucian philosophy is deeply rooted in structure, predictability, and order. The rituals, hierarchies, and moral codes he espoused were designed to create a stable and harmonious society. However, life is inherently unpredictable. Events unfold in ways that defy planning, and success often hinges on one's ability to adapt to the unexpected. The unpredictability of life is both a challenge and an opportunity. It forces us to think on our feet, reevaluate our assumptions, and embrace creativity. While Confucian teachings provide a solid foundation for navigating predictable scenarios, they offer little guidance for handling the chaos of the unknown. Consider the story of Thomas Edison. His invention of the light bulb was not the result of a carefully laid-out plan but a series of experiments, failures, and unexpected discoveries. Edison's ability to embrace uncertainty and persevere through countless setbacks highlights the importance of adaptability, a trait that is often undervalued in rigid philosophical frameworks. In today's fast-paced world, adaptability is more critical than ever. Technological advancements, global events, and shifting cultural norms create an environment of constant change. To thrive in such a world, one must cultivate a mindset that is open to new possibilities, willing to take risks, and capable of pivoting when circumstances demand it. This mindset contrasts with the Confucian emphasis on tradition and routine. While these qualities provide stability, they can also lead to stagnation if not balanced with a willingness to embrace change. The ability to navigate the unpredictable is not about abandoning tradition, but about reinterpreting it in ways that remain relevant to the present. What Confucius didn't get is that uncertainty is not an obstacle to be feared, but a reality to be embraced. It is the canvas upon which creativity and innovation are painted, the crucible in which resilience is forged. By learning to live with uncertainty, we unlock the potential to create, adapt, and thrive in an ever-changing world. Chapter 5: The Quiet Power of Vulnerability. Confucius often spoke of strength, strength of character, strength of conviction, and strength of moral integrity. Yet, in his pursuit of strength, he overlooked the quiet power of vulnerability. In a world that often equates vulnerability with weakness, the courage to be vulnerable can be a transformative force. To be vulnerable is to be open, authentic, and unafraid to show one's true self. It is the willingness to admit mistakes, share fears, and seek help when needed. Far from being a sign of weakness, vulnerability is a testament to one's strength and self-awareness. It is the foundation of trust, the key to meaningful relationships, and the catalyst for personal growth. In the workplace, vulnerability can create a culture of openness and collaboration. Leaders who acknowledge their limitations and seek input from their teams foster an environment of trust and innovation. In personal relationships, vulnerability allows for deeper connections, enabling individuals to support and understand one another on a profound level. By embracing vulnerability, we break down the barriers that separate us from others. We learn to see the shared humanity in our struggles and triumphs, creating a sense of unity that transcends differences. What Confucius didn't get is that strength and vulnerability are not opposites, they are two sides of the same coin. Together, they form the essence of what it means to be human. Chapter 6: The Importance of Play. In Confucian teachings, life is portrayed as a serious endeavor. The emphasis on duty, discipline, and moral cultivation leaves little room for play, spontaneity, or leisure. Yet, play is a vital aspect of human experience, one that fosters creativity, strengthens social bonds, and enhances well-being. Play is not just a frivolous activity, it is a way of exploring the world, testing boundaries, and engaging with others in meaningful ways. From childhood games to adult hobbies, play allows us to experiment, learn, and grow in ways that structured routines cannot. It provides a space for imagination to flourish and for ideas to take shape. Even in professional settings, the value of play is increasingly recognized. Companies like Google and Pixar have incorporated elements of play into their work cultures, encouraging employees to brainstorm freely, take creative risks, and approach challenges with a sense of curiosity. This playful mindset has led to groundbreaking innovations and a stronger sense of community within these organizations. Confucian philosophy, with its focus on structure and ritual, overlooks the transformative power of play. While structure provides stability, play introduces the element of surprise, the unexpected connections and insights that emerge when we allow ourselves to think outside the box. In personal relationships, play fosters intimacy and joy. Shared laughter, playful teasing, and spontaneous adventures strengthen bonds and create lasting memories. These moments of levity are just as important as the serious conversations and shared responsibilities that sustain a relationship. What Confucius didn't get is that play is not a distraction from life's responsibilities, it is a vital part of fulfilling them. By integrating play into our lives, we cultivate a sense of wonder, resilience, and connection that enriches every aspect of our existence. Chapter 7: The Limits of Ritual. Rituals play a central role in Confucian philosophy. They are seen as a means of cultivating virtue, reinforcing social hierarchies, and maintaining harmony. From daily routines to elaborate ceremonies, rituals provide a sense of order and continuity. However, their value diminishes when they become rigid, mechanical, or disconnected from their original purpose. One of the challenges of ritual is that it can become an empty gesture. When performed without understanding or intention, a ritual loses its meaning and fails to achieve its intended effect. This is particularly evident in modern times, where rituals such as corporate meetings or formal greetings often feel perfunctory rather than purposeful. Rituals can also stifle creativity and individuality. By emphasizing conformity to established norms, they may discourage people from questioning the status quo or expressing their unique perspectives. While rituals provide a framework for collective behavior, they must be balanced with opportunities for personal expression and innovation. In contrast, meaningful rituals are those that evolve with time and adapt to the needs of the people who practice them. They are imbued with intention, reflection, and relevance. For example, family traditions that adapt to include new members or cultural practices that integrate modern values demonstrate the resilience and vitality of ritual when it remains flexible. What Confucius didn't get is that rituals are not an end in themselves, but a means to an end. They should serve as tools for connection, reflection, and growth, rather than as constraints that limit progress. By reimagining and reinvigorating our rituals, we can preserve their benefits while ensuring they remain relevant to our evolving lives. Chapter 8: The Ethics of Ambiguity. Confucian ethics are grounded in clear principles: loyalty, respect, honesty, and justice. These values provide a moral compass for navigating life's challenges. However, the complexity of human experience often defies clear-cut answers. Ethical dilemmas frequently arise in the gray areas where competing values come into conflict. Consider the challenge of balancing honesty with kindness. Should one always tell the truth, even if it causes pain, or is it sometimes better to withhold information to protect someone's feelings? Confucius emphasized the importance of honesty, but he provided little guidance for navigating such nuanced situations. Similarly, the principle of loyalty can become problematic when it conflicts with justice. Should one remain loyal to a friend or family member who has committed a wrongdoing, or should one prioritize doing what is right? These dilemmas highlight the need for a more flexible and context-sensitive approach to ethics. Modern philosophy and psychology offer valuable insights into these challenges. Ethical frameworks such as utilitarianism, which focuses on maximizing overall happiness, or virtue ethics, which emphasizes the cultivation of character, provide tools for navigating ambiguity. They remind us that ethical decision-making is not about rigid adherence to rules, but about thoughtful consideration of context, consequences, and intentions. What Confucius didn't get is that ethics are not static, they are dynamic, evolving with the complexities of human life. By embracing ambiguity and cultivating moral discernment, we can navigate ethical challenges with greater wisdom and compassion. Chapter 9: The Power of Storytelling. Confucius conveyed his teachings through aphorisms, dialogues, and historical examples. While these methods are effective, they lack the emotional resonance and narrative depth of storytelling. Stories have a unique power to inspire, educate, and connect us on a deeply human level. Throughout history, storytelling has been a cornerstone of culture and communication. From ancient myths to modern films, stories shape our understanding of the world and our place in it. They provide a framework for exploring complex ideas, sharing experiences, and imagining possibilities. In education, storytelling transforms abstract concepts into relatable lessons. A teacher who tells a story about perseverance, rather than merely defining the term, creates an emotional connection that makes the lesson more memorable. Similarly, leaders who share personal stories inspire trust and motivate their teams in ways that data alone cannot. What Confucius didn't get is that storytelling is not just a tool for conveying information, it is a way of shaping reality. By weaving narratives that reflect our values, aspirations, and shared humanity, we create a world that is richer, more connected, and more meaningful. Chapter 10: The Dynamics of Power. Confucius emphasized the moral responsibilities of rulers and the importance of virtuous leadership. His vision of governance was grounded in the belief that those in power should lead by example, inspiring their subjects through personal integrity and wisdom. While this ideal is noble, it overlooks the complex and often problematic dynamics of power itself. Power is not inherently virtuous. It can corrupt even the most well-intentioned individuals, and its concentration often leads to abuse. History is replete with examples of leaders who, despite their initial virtues, became oppressive when their authority went unchecked. Confucius' teachings on leadership focus heavily on the character of the ruler but offer little in terms of mechanisms to limit or balance power. Modern political systems address this gap through checks and balances, separation of powers, and democratic accountability. These systems recognize that no individual, regardless of their virtues, is immune to the temptations of power. They emphasize the importance of distributing authority, encouraging transparency, and holding leaders accountable to the people they serve. Furthermore, Confucius' view of leadership places significant emphasis on hierarchical relationships. While this perspective reflects the social structures of his time, it can perpetuate inequalities and hinder progress in more egalitarian societies. Leadership today is increasingly viewed as a collaborative endeavor, where power is shared and diverse perspectives are valued. The dynamics of power extend beyond governance to every sphere of life. In workplaces, families, and communities, the way power is distributed and exercised has profound implications for relationships and outcomes. Recognizing and addressing imbalances of power is essential for fostering equity, trust, and cooperation. What Confucius didn't get is that power is not just a tool for governance, it is a force that shapes every aspect of human interaction. Understanding its dynamics, limitations, and potential for misuse is crucial for building just and effective systems. Chapter 11: The Hidden Value of Chaos. Confucian philosophy cherishes order, viewing it as the foundation of a harmonious society. Rituals, hierarchies, and clearly defined roles all contribute to maintaining this order. However, life is not inherently orderly, it is often chaotic, unpredictable, and messy. Embracing chaos, rather than fearing it, can lead to profound insights and opportunities. Chaos challenges us to think creatively and adapt to new circumstances. It disrupts established patterns, forcing us to reevaluate our assumptions and explore alternative paths. While order provides stability, chaos fuels growth and innovation. The interplay between these forces is what drives progress. In nature, chaos plays a vital role in fostering diversity and resilience. Ecosystems thrive on dynamic interactions, where unpredictable events such as storms or fires create opportunities for renewal and regeneration. Similarly, in human endeavors, chaos often serves as a catalyst for breakthroughs. Many of history's greatest discoveries and innovations emerged from moments of uncertainty and disruption. Confucius' emphasis on order and stability reflects the challenges of his time, when political turmoil and social unrest threatened the fabric of society. Yet, in our modern world, where change is constant and complexity is the norm, the ability to navigate chaos is an essential skill. This does not mean abandoning order altogether. Rather, it means recognizing that chaos and order are not opposites but complementary forces. Together, they create the dynamic balance that allows systems, societies, and individuals to thrive. What Confucius didn't get is that chaos is not the enemy of harmony, it is its partner. By learning to embrace and work with chaos, we unlock new possibilities for growth, creativity, and transformation. Chapter 12: The Role of Humor. Humor is conspicuously absent from Confucius' teachings. His philosophy, with its focus on seriousness, discipline, and moral rectitude, leaves little room for laughter. Yet humor is a powerful force that enriches human experience, strengthens relationships, and fosters resilience. Laughter connects us. It breaks down barriers, eases tension, and creates a sense of shared humanity. In social interactions, humor serves as a universal language, transcending cultural and linguistic differences. It builds rapport, diffuses conflict, and fosters a sense of belonging. In challenging times, humor provides relief and perspective. It allows us to confront difficult truths with courage, transforming fear and despair into hope and determination. Comedians, satirists, and storytellers use humor to shed light on social issues, challenge authority, and inspire change. Even in professional settings, humor can be a valuable tool. Leaders who use humor appropriately create a positive work environment, boost morale, and encourage creativity. Humor fosters innovation by encouraging people to take risks and think outside the box. What Confucius didn't get is that humor is not a distraction from life's seriousness, it is a way of navigating it. By embracing humor, we find joy in the midst of struggle, connection in the face of division, and lightness in the weight of responsibility. Chapter 13: The Underrated Power of Silence. Confucius often spoke of the importance of words, choosing them carefully, speaking with integrity, and using them to convey truth. Yet he did not fully explore the power of silence, a force that is equally, if not more, profound. Silence is not merely the absence of sound, it is a space for reflection, connection, and understanding. In conversations, silence allows us to listen deeply and truly hear what others are saying. It creates room for empathy, insight, and meaningful dialogue. In moments of conflict, silence can be a tool for de-escalation. By pausing before responding, we gain the clarity needed to choose our words wisely and avoid unnecessary harm. In relationships, silence fosters intimacy, allowing us to communicate through presence rather than speech. Silence is also essential for self-discovery. In a world filled with noise and distractions, moments of quiet allow us to reconnect with ourselves, process our thoughts, and find clarity in chaos. Practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and solitude harness the power of silence to cultivate inner peace and resilience. What Confucius didn't get is that silence is not a void to be filled, it is a presence to be embraced. By honoring silence, we unlock its potential to heal, connect, and transform. Chapter 14: What we learn from what Confucius didn't get. Confucius remains one of history's most influential philosophers, his teachings serving as a cornerstone of ethical, societal, and personal guidance. Yet, as with any worldview, his philosophy is a product of its time, reflecting the challenges and priorities of an ancient world. By exploring the gaps in his ideas, what Confucius didn't get, we uncover a richer understanding of human experience, one that integrates his wisdom with the lessons of modernity. Confucius' focus on harmony, order, and virtue offers a strong foundation for building a stable and just society. However, stability is not the same as progress, and his teachings often downplay the role of chaos, conflict, and dissent in driving innovation and growth. Progress thrives in spaces where tradition meets disruption, where questions are asked, and where ideas are challenged. In today's fast-changing world, adaptability and resilience are as important as discipline and structure. Furthermore, Confucian philosophy's emphasis on hierarchy, ritual, and collective duty can overshadow the individual's role as a creative and autonomous being. The beauty of individuality lies in its ability to push boundaries, inspire change, and celebrate diversity. Balancing societal harmony with personal freedom allows for a more dynamic and inclusive approach to life. Confucius also placed great value on rationality, self-restraint, and discipline, but his teachings often overlooked the power of emotion, play, and humor. These aspects of life are not distractions from virtue but essential components of it. Emotion drives connection and empathy, play fosters creativity and renewal, humor provides resilience and perspective. Together, they make life richer, more joyful, and more meaningful. Another important dimension missing from Confucius' teachings is the role of vulnerability and silence. Vulnerability allows for authenticity, connection, and growth, while silence creates space for reflection, listening, and understanding. These qualities are crucial in fostering deeper relationships and navigating life's complexities with grace and compassion. By examining what Confucius didn't get, we don't diminish his legacy, instead, we expand upon it. His philosophy provides an enduring framework for cultivating virtue, respect, and harmony. It challenges us to live with integrity, honor tradition, and strive for moral excellence. Yet it also invites us to ask questions, seek new perspectives, and embrace the aspects of life that fall outside its scope. In blending Confucius' wisdom with the lessons of modernity, we craft a more holistic approach to living, one that honors tradition while embracing innovation, values harmony while celebrating individuality, and seeks wisdom in both stability and chaos. What Confucius Didn't Get reminds us of the beauty of imperfection. No single philosophy can capture the entirety of human experience. Each worldview offers a piece of the puzzle, and it is up to us to integrate these pieces into a coherent and meaningful whole. By standing on the shoulders of giants like Confucius while reaching for new heights, we honor their legacy while continuing to evolve. In this way, what Confucius didn't get becomes not a limitation, but an invitation, a call to grow, explore, and reimagine what it means to live a good life. Thanks for listening, and please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons and also click the small bell icon to receive a notification every time a new free audiobook has arrived. Thanks again.